Hi.
Hello.
It's our first edition of Cruise Chatter with Beth and Roz.
And we might even become syndicated.
Yes, we figured that we should have a title to our show, and you know how they have the Princess Patter when you're on Princess Cruises, the Cruise Compass with Royal Caribbean. We felt that we should be Cruise
We should
Chatter.
name ourselves.
Yes, so it's Cruise Chatter with Beth and Roz.
Hello.
Hi.
We haven't seen you in a while.
I know, we didn't have a chance to film a video when we were on the Constellation last month.
The Celebrity Constellation. Yes.
Yeah, it was just so
It was a very hectic cruise.
It was very hectic, and my father got a bad cold, and it was just, we didn't have time. And between all of that and having fun, so we apologize.
We apologize, but a shout out to all our fans.
Yes, and we're back again. And it was, let me tell you something, cruising, if you're a New Yorker and you can cruise from Bayonne,
It's the best.
it's the best. Because you don't have to fly, of course, so you're saving.
And you can take your house with the kitchen sink. You don't have to weigh your luggage.
Right. And you don't have to worry about, packing your liquids separately. You just throw everything in, and then you throw more things in. So you have a lot of things. You don't ever have to feel like you're limiting yourself.
But the problem is when you have to repack everything.
Right. And so it's fabulous. Go from Bayonne. And I am really liking Royal Caribbean. I am really enjoying it. I have lipstick on my teeth?
Yes.
Okay, excuse me.
Yes, Royal Caribbean. It's not Royal Caribbean. The little ships aren't so good, but the mega ships are amazing.
This is our first quantum class experience. We were on the
Oasis class.
This is
The
Oasis.
Allure.
The Allure is
Oasis.
Oasis. And this is the quantum class. And I think the quantum class, you missed the carousel. You like the carousel.
I love the carousel.
And the bumper cars were a blast. And they have a trapeze. They have
everything that you want and then some.
But I must say, the show schedule there's something going from sunrise to sunset, and then well into the early morning hours. And I think that's why a lot of people, it was different on the ship. Like, you're going from one activity to one activity, and the dining room was empty. People eat, yeah.
But the thing is that there's a lot of variety here, and there's a lot of congeniality here, and there's
it's more laid back. I think I didn't see anyone. This is the first cruise, Mommy, that we really didn't take formal wear. We said, you know what? They have a formal night. Celebrity did away with it, but Royal Caribbean is part of the Celebrity brand. And we said, you know what? We are going to skip the formals. And I'm so glad we did, because I did not see one man in a tuxedo.
Not tonight, but there were a couple on the first formal.
On the first formal night?
Yes. But what's nice about cruising on this ship opposed to other ships is that, you'll say hello to this one, you'll say hello to that one, but, it's just everyone is busy with their own families. It's a family. If you want to have a good time with your family, then you should go on one of these ships, because
a lot of younger clientele.
Not only that, there's something for an older person to do, a younger married person to do, and it's wonderful for children. And they even put in lifeguards.
Yes, which is a new feature since March.
Since February, I think.
Yes, because on the ship, on the Anthem, is where a young boy,
3 years old,
drowned. And now on all of there were how many? About over 10 lifeguards, which is a very good thing.
And not only that, it's good. There are a lot of parents. I'm not saying anything against, being a parent of a young child, but they are not so cautious, because we even saw 3 little girls going on an elevator themselves, and they definitely should not have been alone. You don't know if there's a pedophile, you don't know if it's a crew, you don't know anything. Children should always be observed and always be watched, and that is a parent's responsibility. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people that they go on a go on a vacation, and they forget about their children. And that is sad. But there are some mothers that are very,
Right.
on top of things. But unfortunately, just the few that aren't, it's an accident waiting to happen.
Right. So now they started with lifeguards on the ships, and which was really nice to see. And the weather was great.
And not only that, they have an indoor swimming pool. So even though we left in the winter when it was cold, if you were a swimmer, you could still go swimming. And they have a hot tub there too, don't they?
Yeah, they have a few hot tubs.
Yeah.
And I think that we had great weather. It was only cold the first day.
Yeah, one day.
One day when you're leaving from New York, and probably will be cold one day when we come back, which
Right.
would have been today. Because tomorrow it's going to be cold. Tomorrow's packing day, and it was an 8-night cruise, and I really enjoyed the extra day. It made a difference, because otherwise we would have been packing today. And then I wouldn't have won in the casino tonight.
Yeah, Beth was a
Oh,
high
my
roller
God.
tonight.
This girl was on fire. Let me tell you, I was on fire, because there was a show, this slot machine where you knew, and it was the first time I ever saw a slot machine like this, where you were guaranteed a bonus, because it was rock around the clock, and it played music from the 50s. What was that, American Bandstand, Ma? Your era, from your era. And
Dick Clark.
Dick Clark, right? American Bandstand. And so you knew when you were going to get a bonus. So you kept on having to throw the money in. Now, it was a penny machine. So I was only paying like $1.65 a throw. And this machine was bonus after bonus after bonus. One bonus was $79.
And a man was sitting
One
next
bonus
to
was
her.
$67.
And he also was getting bonuses.
Yeah, his bonuses were a little bit higher.
I think because, was he playing a higher denomination?
Maybe. But I'm conservative on the penny machine, but you can win a lot, because the night
You can
before,
lose a lot too.
right? Well, I was on a losing streak, and this put me ahead. So this cruise, I'm the big winner.
That's right. She's a big winner, unless you go tomorrow and you lose it.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Now that I found that machine, I want to go back to it. I wish I would have known about it because all the slot machines on that row were hitting. And I think we went a little bit later too.
I don't know. I broke more or less even. Maybe I lost $10, for a whole week.
No, we
which is
did
nothing.
well. We did well. Now, did you like, what also is different about Royal Caribbean is that they don't have the big production shows. Their production show is like a Broadway musical. So it's not as creative, where Princess puts together their own show with their own costumes. Tonight we saw We Will Rock You, which it was playing in the West End. And did you like the show, Mommy?
I slept.
I don't know how you slept through it, because it
I
was
was
loud. It was a
very
rock concert with
tired.
Queen music.
Oh my God. We're in our room and
My father is out
he's
a light.
snoring
He's
like a
snoring.
banjo band.
So you'll have to forgive us if you hear
The
a little
sound effects.
Yeah, sound of music. But
And he was really into with this cruise. He was really good. He was
yeah, well, the last cruise my father had a really bad cold. At the Wailing Wall, it was cold in Israel. And it
not only
knocked
that,
him out.
we had to fly home 10 hours because we had a direct flight until maybe 3 weeks before we went, and they made it a connecting flight. We went from Rome to Amsterdam to New York. It was over 10 hours flying. It was a long time. I mean, we've flown from Australia, we've flown to China.
Bangkok.
but lately flying so long is not really conducive to my sanity.
Yeah, so this was great knowing that we didn't have to get on a plane, and it was an easy cruise. We didn't do much.
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do much.
No, we went shopping. We went to Macy's.
Oh yeah, we found a Macy's. Where were we that we found a Macy's?
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral. There was a really nice mall. We were planning on going to Disney Springs, but then because we've been to Kennedy Space Center, which is a lot of fun. If you haven't gone, go. But
And we've been to Disney too,
but we figured, we were going to go shopping, and it would be nice to go shopping in Disney Springs.
But it was an hour and a half taxi going and an hour and a half taxi coming back. So
and
that's
even though
3
we were
hours
back, we didn't have to board the ship until late that evening. It still didn't seem like it would be really worth it to go. So we found out that there was a mall right near Cocoa Beach, which is right near we docked. So
Not far.
the mall wasn't that great, but it had a Macy's. So we, and it was holiday sales, and
Macy's calls my name. Come. We have some coupons for you. Come. Now the coupons are listed, and you think so. Even though I didn't have any coupons because I didn't know there would be a Macy's there, but I got 25% off this and 25% off that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did well. We did well. Yeah, I like Macy's. And and they have a Walmart too, which we didn't go.
But we don't go to Walmart.
There's actually a tour, a shuttle that takes you to the Walmart and to the mall. Walmart is like a big thing.
Walmart, even in Hawaii, Walmart, my God in heaven, it's like the Mecca.
Yeah. So that's what we did. We went to Macy's in Port Canaveral, and then Coco Cay, we went to their private island, and you had a tender.
But we didn't do it.
We didn't do that because they have a barbecue for you there and some DJ music and
a lot of sand.
And and we're not beach people. And so we stayed on board the ship, and I was telling you, Mommy, it's really true. You can do this route even though the ports are not that great at all. Think of it, you're in New York, you go to Bayonne. Think of it as an all-inclusive. You don't have to get off the ship. There is something
and you save
going
a lot
on.
of money because the airfare is high. And not only that, we took, instead of having one suitcase, because we were going to Europe, so we get one suitcase for free. And then the second suitcase for the suitor. So Sid had a suitcase, a suitor, and I had a suitcase. It was $100 each. We had to pay $400 in extra luggage. That was ridiculous. And not only that, but going through the
security
and the customs. It's so much nicer doing it this way. It really is.
Yeah, you can do it back and forth. It's
and you don't
great.
get bored on the ship.
You don't.
You can go one time and you see something else, and
they
another.
always
was,
fly in entertainment.
Yeah, Beth was on the bumper car this morning. I wanted to do it too, but it was too low. I was afraid my knees would buckle in or what have you.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. It was really very, very, very nice. And so one time you can do this and one time you can do that. And I don't know. I don't get paid for promoting, cruise lines or anything like that. But the buffet was really
beautiful. The way it was set out. Beautiful. And our cabin was great. We didn't even have to walk a lot because our cabin was situated where we walked out the door, we went straight ahead, and we were at the dining room, right? Dining room for dinner. We always take second seating. And then we were right by the Windjammer for breakfast and lunch.
It's good to have a little walk in the morning.
Right.
You get the fresh air, you go there, you speed walk a little bit, at least for a little bit. A little bit. Doesn't make you feel so guilty that you ate whatever, And It's
But they were very accommodating. Let me tell you, I think Royal Caribbean really stepped up their game. The other cruise lines just can't compete with the.
well, I don't know. I still like Princess because when I go with Princess, I come home with clean laundry,
Right.
and we are Princess people.
Yes. Yes.
We did a lot of cruises with them,
And we have a lot of friends on Princess Cruises. I miss going on Princess Cruises.
and the ships that are the best with Princess, I think are the Regal, the Royal, and now they came out with another one. But the other
Majesty.
one is in Japan,
Right.
and thank God we already went to Japan.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm not going back to Japan.
We're not doing those big trips anymore.
No,
We've done them.
We've been there sometimes to some places twice and 3 times and 4 times, and that is it. Now we're just going to be Caribbean people, Mexican.
Oh, did you hear? The Royal Caribbean in Costa Maya, that one-horse town, there was a bus that was in an accident, and 27 passengers from a Royal Caribbean ship were killed. I think
27 passengers.
I think it was 27.
Oh my God! In Costa Maya, they don't even have enough people to give.
You have to be really careful. Well, you have to be careful wherever you go.
Wherever you go.
Right.
You have to really. But can we take you back to our last cruise?
Yes.
That we went to
a month ago.
It was November.
October 30th we left.
And we came back November 12th.
12th.
Right. And that was an amazing trip. We flew into Athens, which we've been to before, and we picked up the ship in Piraeus, and then we went to Mykonos.
We really wanted to go back to Israel, and I don't know why we waited so long. The last time I was in Israel, I was 14 years old, so it was a long time ago.
Right, but that trip was an amazing trip.
We did a land tour for like 17 days.
23.
We were 23 days? Mm. So we even went to Eilat, we went to Masada, we went to, you name it, we did it. So
we toured by day and we partied at night. The group was amazing. It was so nice. We used to give the bus driver, money to get wine and chips, and in the hotel we would dance. And Beth would go.
I was 14,
and she would go with these.
There were like
kids.
5 other.
They were 17
and 18 years old.
And she was.
That's why, Mommy, we have such a good relationship. You were a cool parent. Here I was 14 in a foreign country, and you let me go with these 17 and 18-year-olds, and we went to the discos at night.
The underground.
Where
the soldiers put their guns up by the door.
Yeah, they were dancing with us with the guns. So I don't know why we waited so long to return, but we couldn't fly direct because it was too long of a flight for my dad. He had deep vein thrombosis, and he can't technically be on a plane for more than 8 hours at a clip.
Actually, it's really 5.
And this last trip was 10. So we push it every time, but 13 we really didn't want to do. So we're like, okay, how are we going to get back to Israel? And then we said, well, cruising. And, because we've been to all throughout the country for 23 days, we're like, okay, it's an overnight. They really pack it in on the cruise ship. When you're overnight in a port, if you take tours with them or on your own, you will see everything.
When I went to college, I did an Israel summer seminar. I was in Israel for 6 weeks, too, and it was, they wanted us to make an aliyah to Israel. They wanted the American Jewish youth. And my father would have killed my mother if I stayed there. Because he didn't want me to go. He says, don't go. I'll give it to you as a honeymoon present. But we were there when I was there, when Israel was bar mitzvahed. And now we were 1 year short of their 70th anniversary. It'll be next year.
So when we actually got off the ship and stepped foot in Haifa, I met our tour guide, Because
Yeah,
we
had
had
a
private tours for the 3 days because we knew we were only going to be 3 days in Israel,
and we wanted to see the most.
to pack it in. We didn't want to wait or anything like that. So we were crying because we didn't think that we would be able to return.
Right.
You know, it was just
But you're
too
young.
far.
You could have gone. In your lifetime, you can go again.
I will go with Marv, even if we just go. I don't know if Marv says he wants to go to Israel. He's never been.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
He does. So, you know, even to go to a resort in a lot, you don't have to be a tourist to go. We're not really tourists.
No, we just take a picture and I buy a mug. I can't buy any more mugs, but I bought Jerusalem's mug.
Yeah.
I have shelves with all mugs from all over the world.
Beautiful.
And Beth has the same mugs. It's just that she doesn't display hers.
And you have Shamil. You bought the pendant in Israel. That's what I didn't like the shopping in Israel.
The shopping was terrible.
Very disappointing.
Very, very disappointing. You got the Hamza. What do you get?
Hamza.
Oh, that's one of your presents there for
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah too.
Yes, the Hamza.
And I got Shema Yisrael, a pendant and a Hamza. And that was about it. But and our guide, I think, really, he skimmed us. He really did. He was supposed to be with us one day till 4 o'clock, but we were back at 3 o'clock one day and it was quite expensive, but I didn't care how much it was because I wanted to go back to Israel.
And we were lifetime Hadassah members. We didn't do traditional touristy things in Israel.
No, because we've been there
right, but we wanted to go to Hadassah Hospital and see the new tower and to learn about some medical breakthroughs in different areas and research that they are, conducting.
They are on top of everything.
Amazing.
I remember when I went there in 1987. They did robotic surgeries and everything like that, and it was that's one thing on this ship too. They
have a martini bar.
They have a martini bar with robots. The robot makes you drink.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Oh my God, this ship is amazing. It's that's why I'm saying that you can go on here many times and you won't be bored.
Right, but the itinerary won't be great.
Maybe they'll change it a little bit. Who knows?
They really should. Now with the Caribbean, with all the hurricanes and everything, Puerto Rico. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the Caribbean islands. They have to rethink their whole itineraries. It's very sad, I know. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I don't mean it that, of course, the people that live there, it's devastating. They're not worried about the cruise industry.
But
I know that.
Worried. They are worried because they get that's their livelihood. People come, the restaurants and the tourists and the hotels. Yeah, they are.
Right.
That's their livelihood.
Yeah. So it's it's very sad what's happened.
It's a tragedy.
But Royal Caribbean, when we went to the Future Cruise desk, they have Puerto Rico on the itinerary for 2018 as a port stop, and the cruise ship would not go to an island.
Not only that, they
go any place if it's not safe.
A lot of cruise ships are also putting on the itinerary to go to Cuba,
which would be really nice.
Yes, it's a short flight.
It's a short flight. That's something that would be
and then
very
we can
thrilling.
get cigars for a lot of people. Cuban cigars.
But for one very special person.
A very special person.
And
although he says he doesn't like to smoke them anymore.
He likes to collect them.
Oh, okay.
But the entertainment, we're going back and forth, I'm sorry. We're kind of like, This Is Us. Oh my God, Mommy, we're like that show, This Is Us. On NBC, they go flashback, flash forward. So I'm sorry, we're kind of like all over the place. But it's quite late right now. What time is that? I don't know.
We're past our bedtime.
Yeah, my watch is broke. I need a new battery.
It's 12:15.
Okay, so it's quite late, and
but we wanted to do this before tomorrow night because
tomorrow's
after
packing.
all, I know a lot of our fans we're very disappointed that we haven't been on air.
Yes.
And
now
I don't want to disappoint anyone.
So, this is our first edition of Cruise Chatter, and boy,
are we
we're
chattery.
chatterboxes.
My
That's a
father,
great
may he
name.
rest in peace, always called me a chatterbox.
Yeah, so we can chatter about anything to
To
anyone.
And the people on this cruise also were very friendly. We met a lovely couple from Connecticut. And then
Dottie and Frank.
Toby.
I thought her name was Toby.
Toby and Frank.
Yeah, she's a dental assistant,
Yeah.
and Frank is retired, taking
And
care of her
her mother,
92-year-old mother.
And we met a very nice couple also today from Boston.
Yes.
And they are...
There are quite a few honeymooners, too.
Right.
And everyone is very friendly. People are friendly.
Yeah, this woman, I said to her when I was leaving, I said to her, good luck. And then she says, oh, I'm so thrilled. She started to talk to me and tell me how thrilled she was about this machine that she was on. I mean, I just said, good luck. Good luck. But that's about it. I mean, our next vacation hopefully will be in March.
Yes, you're going to be celebrating a birthday.
A big
Nothing
birthday.
is planned. Nothing, but
We're
it
not
would
having
be
any party or anything like
yeah,
that. But we are vacation people.
right.
So-
And what is better to celebrate than a milestone birthday?
Right.
Any birthday,
Any birthday.
any occasion. Let's celebrate. Let's all celebrate all the time.
Let's celebrate life.
Yes.
Life is very precious, and
Let's enjoy it.
and just enjoy it because so that's why we call it the present. It is a gift.
And on that note,
We will say
Goodbye.
Shalom Lehitraot. That's our Hebrew from our last cruise, and then from this cruise. Bye bye. See you soon.
Bye. Oh, happy holidays.
Oh yeah, have a happy
Hanukkah's ended, so I hope everyone had a happy Hanukkah, and I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
And a happy new year. May the year ahead only bring you health, happiness, prosperity, anything that you
I
want.
can't believe it's going to be 2018, and if you're Jewish, you know 18 is Chai, so hopefully it'll be lucky for everyone regardless, but it's 18, I meant to say, is like a lucky number.
18 is lucky. Yeah.
So, and it means life, Chai. So I hope that the year ahead brings a lot of fun times to everyone's life.
Health, happiness, peace of mind, only the best. You should have everything that you want and want everything that you have. And that's the main thing.
Okay, don't cry. Don't cry. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
And a shout out to all of our fans.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Hope
Bye-bye.
to see you in person soon.
Yes.
Bye-bye.